So hi, hello guys. It is my Shonen tier list. The last one I made, the Seinen tier list. So this one I will try to just speed run. And for some real good information, I believe I must give you some disclaimer. First of all, this is my ranking, totally my own opinion on Shonen mangas, and also my Shonen manga reading list is not that great like. Um, I will be saying like seinen ones, and those are mainly mainstream mangas, which I actually as a like right now I don't have enough time to watch or read every shonen manga because shonens are big, you guys know. It takes a lot of dedication to read every shonen manga. Seinen ones are compact. The story is literally changing with every arc, so we have to be more story oriented, character oriented. But shonen is also a story of side characters, other dynamics, a whole plot, the world building, everything you need to be so much occupied with. So this is the fact, and. Also I might give some disclaimer. Look, shonen has a very strong fan base, so anything I am ranking, don't take it at your heart. Like, it is my personal opinion. It can be changing with you. And do comment your opinion. What is your opinion on shonen mangas as well? Because I believe everyone has different taste and different ranking. So anything I am ranking, just respect it, and you can like rank yourself on the comment section. If you guys love this video, and give a thumbs up, and please subscribe if you guys want, or else let's move on to the next phase. Okay, first comes the father of all shonen mangas. Like, the first shonen anime I have ever watched was, if I consider it as an anime, not a cartoon, because in our childhood we used to consider Dragon Ball as cartoon. But yeah, let's move on. The OG Dragon Ball series, written by Akira Toriyama, the OG creator of shonen and the biggest influence in anime sector which Dragon Ball put. I will rank Dragon Ball as SA star, and because it's huge influence, and I believe it will be one of my favorite ones, and I cannot rank it any lower. And this is the story. And Dragon Ball, even I am reading it right now as well. Like, it is so big now. Because I completed Dragon Ball Super, but still some chapters of Dragon Ball Z I am missing. The Dragon Ball Z is part of this particular Dragon Ball manga as well. The second part of Dragon Ball Z, and next coming Dragon Ball Super. Dragon Ball Super is A for me. It is not that great, but yeah, it could have been definitely better. Because of the multiverse concept, now sometimes you get a bit confused, but still it is good. It is definitely good and one of the best in the 8 hours. So let's move on to the next one. So the next one is OG Naruto series, the OG Naruto manga. I will be saying before the time skip. Actually, both mangas are equal. I am just putting both in the perspective because of the anime, and the manga of Naruto, OG Naruto manga is A star. Definitely one of the best ones, inspired from Dragon Ball. Storyline epic, every fighting scene epic. Neji side characters, I mean Garo, not Garo, what I am saying, like Neji, and our Sasuke, Kakashi, Itachi, the initial stages of Akatsuki, Orochimaru, all the characters, man, epic, epic, epic. So OG Naruto manga for me, it is a star. The art style is not too much convincing, but yet it is a great read. But the anime is actually better than the manga, I will be saying. And then comes Naruto Shippuden. Naruto Shippuden is for me A tier, definitely after Dragon Ball Super. Why A tier? People will be saying, first of all, Naruto Shippuden anime is so good, but why I put it in A tier? It could have been better in the perspective of its predecessor story. Before time skip, I believe the story was appealing, but after time skip, till Penarch, it was appealing, but after Penarch, I believe Kishimoto rushed a lot towards the ending, and sudden changes in the plot, like introducing Otsutsuki's and alien conspiracies for Boruto. It is good, but for me it is not that appealing. And then comes Boruto manga. Okay, Boruto manga, I started reading it since 2020 October, when I guess that Kurama sacrifice part came, if it is not a spoiler. Yeah. Boruto manga is, right now it is good, but overall it is B for me. Because of its predecessors are so good, na, it could have been better. I believe since Kishimoto started writing Boruto manga, it became a bit inclining towards the upward, but overall it is not that appealing. The story changes like suddenly so much, na. You will feel like the story could have been like better, and it feels like a story of sci-fi anime with mixture of a bit of ninja samurai taste, but uh, it could have been better in my opinion. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, next comes Bleach. Bleach is definitely SS tier for me, but above Dragon Ball. If it is anime, I will put at above Dragon Ball, but not to the manga. Yeah, I have to catch up to the manga as well, because since past 1 year I have not read Bleach manga. It is big, definitely. Shonen mangas are big and part of big three. We all know. Titekobu's dedication for Bleach and making the story of Bleach so unique. Now I love Bleach story. Like, it is something unique, and it brings you joy. The antagonist of Bleach is so great. The protagonist of Bleach is different from other big three protagonists. Like, Ichigo just wants to protect his family, his beloved ones, and he doesn't have any goal to like conquer Soul Society or anything like that. He's so good of a Ichigo. I call Ichigo Ichigo, and definitely Bleach is one of the best anime mangas existing there. Definitely go for a read. And overall, as anime and manga, I will put it way above Dragon Ball. But Dragon Ball anime is as well so good. Dragon Ball's manga, SS tier, it is one of the best. It is influencing its Bleach as well. It has some pretty similarity, like not like Naruto. Naruto is hugely influenced by Dragon Ball story, but Bleach is not. Bleach just takes some elements like the character designs that sometimes similar, but apart from that, Bleach story is so unique. I have not seen any anime manga story like Bleach. It is not quite demon devil related anime. It is not Shinigami related anime like Death Note. It is unique, man. It is unique by its own, and it is. I mean, if Bleach fandom is separated, na, its fandom is totally different from others. So Bleach is definitely SS tier for me. Let's move on to the next one. So the next one is Attack on Titan. Okay, bit controversial. Definitely people will get mad, but I will put it in A star. It definitely deserves A star, and behind Naruto, obviously. Isayama created something new. Its story is unique. It is beautifully written. It is one of the best political mangas out there. Political theme. The geopolitics shown in the manga since time skip. It was beautiful. I mean, one of the best I have ever seen. Like, all the characters, Levi, Erwin Smith, every character smashed, bro. Every character just hit differently. But I don't know what happened to Isayama after the time skip. He just changed the story so much that he could not continue the pace. The pacing hits a lot. Like, he tried to rush towards 139 chapter a lot. I believe if he could take a hiatus before the ending, like what Takehiko is taking for Real or Vagabond, it could have been better. Definitely, it could have been better. I was a regular reader of Attack on Titan manga since 2018. Like, it was one of my first mangas, and I loved Eren. And since 2021 April, I knew that the ending will be fucked up, and it definitely gets fucked up at the ending. Um, it could have been better. I believe Mappa, if it shifts some panels like here and there, it still will be a good anime, decent anime. But we are talking about the manga. It is what it is. We have to accept it. It is good. It is influential. The theme could have been better. What they wanted to project. People get misled a lot by Eren's perspective. People think it is about war, vengeance, all this. vengeance is the true justice. No, that is not the case. Um, but overall, Attack on Titan is a star for me. I loved it, but not over other ones. Let's move on to the next one. So the next one is Akatumi's uh, JJK. Okay, so JJK for me it is. I will give JJK a solid A tier, but above Naruto Shippuden. JJK's story is good. It is influenced from multiple mangas, like Naruto itself. Some points it feels like Bleach. At some points it takes some seinen elements as well from Berserk, from Devilman. Uh, it is not a story. I will not be saying JJK story is OG. It is definitely very much influenced from other stories, but JJK could have been better. JJK's manga is decent. I definitely read it every month, but at this point, I believe Gege Akatumi himself said that he hates the character of Gojo because he doesn't know how to control Gojo's powers. Like he made the character so overpowered, na, he cannot control. And when such an overpowered characters exist in your manga, you cannot properly control it. Over the time, your main character gets shadowed by this character, which was getting problematic till the pen arc of Naruto as well, because Naruto was actually not as much as powerful like Sasuke or others, but since pen arc and Naruto's Sage mode, it was uplifting. But let's come to JJK. JJK story is good, A tier, but not definitely deserves A tier. So let's move on to the next one. Let's come to CSM, Chainsaw Man, one of my favorite shonen mangas. I put CSM on A tier, but definitely not above Attack on Titan. No matter how much I criticize Attack on Titan's ending, it is good, but definitely better than CSM. When it comes to CSM, na, I love CSM story. Like Fujimoto put a lot of effort for CSM. CSM is also devil demon related. It quite like Berserk or Devilman's precise story, but it is different. Why? Because the main character Denji, it is all about Denji. No side character will ever feel that they can be a main character, or they can overpower the main character. Like there is a decent, there is a very decent villain of this story. There is a very decent main character of this story. Side characters also feel emotional. Their death feel emotional. I believe Chainsaw Man is very good. Do definitely you guys can read it. I loved Chainsaw Man's story, and right now Chainsaw Man. What happens now in Chainsaw Man? There was a problem. I discontinued Chainsaw Man for some time, but recently I started reading it again because Chainsaw Man's story was like this, continuously upgoing. Then a certain event happened. I will not be spoiling you. Then it dropped suddenly like a hell. Then I lost like my patience because I thought that it could have been better. Like there is a certain change in the story, and then it is slightly like right now it is going upward again, and I believe the story will be great. So that is why Chainsaw Man deserves A star, definitely an A star manga. So let's move on to the next one. So the next one is Sugumi Oba's Death Note. I love Death Note, man. Definitely an S star, even above Dragon Ball. One of the best shonen jumps, and I believe you guys can buy Death Note's hard hardbind version as well. Like I love Death Note's art style, story. Every quote will feel you goosebumps. Like this is the only anime manga I believe it is one of the best in this line. Like totally as a whole, it can compete with seinen. Like it is one of the finest ones, man, and I love Death Note. So let's move on to the next story. We all know the story of Death Note, so not spoiling anything. If you have not watched or read any of this, just try to read it or watch it. Like or both, it will be very good as well. So let's move on to the next one. So the next one is Gotouge's Kimetsu no Aiba. I mean, Demon Slayer. It is good. I don't prefer Demon Slayer over any other shonen anime or mangas. Like, if you want to watch a really good demon devil related anime in shonen genre, just watch Inuasana. It is far better than Demon Slayer because Demon Slayer is good. The manga is good. The manga is ended. Ending was okay, but not too much good. I initially thought that Demon Slayer really deserves B tier, the most deserving B tier, but right now I will put it on A tier because I reread the ending. After rereading the ending, I believe it is A tier, not above these ones, but yeah, Kimetsu no Yaiba anime is actually good because of the animation. It feels so much appealing, but manga is okay. The art style is not at all appealing. Like as an artist myself, now I will be like not be critically judging any artist work, but um the art style could have been better. Like it is not appealing like all these ones. Um, let's move on to the next one. So the next one is Spy X Family. Endo. I guess its writer's name was Tatsuya Endo. Yeah, Spy X Family is good. Definitely good. One of the best. In A tier, obviously. Uh, I love Spy X Family. The anime is actually good. It's wholesome. It's a bit about adventure, not adventure, mystery, thrill. It gives you the characters are good. Like Yor Forger, Lloyd, all the characters, Anya. They got famous, so got famous. Like I will put Spy X Family after Naruto. It's good, A tier, definitely. And let's move on to the next one. So the next one is Full Metal Alchemist, one of my favorite ones. Definitely SS tier. The anime is good. The manga is good. Definitely, I will put it above Bleach, obviously. Even above Dragon Ball as well. Um, like it is compact story. I love compact stories. Like it doesn't like bullshit with other side arcs or too many side stories. Um, it is compact about only Edward and Alphonse, his brother. It is mystical. It has magic. It feels sometimes like Harry Potter. It has some elements of Lord of the Rings. It has some elements of Game of Thrones. You will love. You will love it. Definitely. Just read it or watch it. I will definitely recommend watching it. Um, the especially the Brotherhood one actually feels so good, and yeah, let's move on to the next one. Okay, so the next one is Hunter x Hunter. Definitely A star. Bro, Gon and Killua, how can I like deprive them? They are one of the best brotherhood existing there in the anime and manga as well. Hunter x Hunter is not actually completed and it is a big manga, like 400 plus chapters are there, quite like Bleach. So if you are starting Hunter x Hunter manga, now I will recommend you guys don't be judgmental in the initial stages because the initial stage of Hunter x Hunter is not that much appealing, but after like 100 chapters it is so good, man. It is so good, and also the anime is also available there. You guys can watch it. It's one of the best shonen animes out there. Hunter x Hunter anime is definitely S star for me, but the manga is A star. I actually don't haven't completed the manga as well, so I have to complete it. Like I discontinued it after 250 chapters. So yeah, it is good. It is definitely good. So let's move on to the next one. So the next one is Silent Voice. Man, what a beautiful story. Like my girlfriend actually recommended me to read the story. I watched the movie back in 2020, I guess, during the lockdown. But the story of Silent Boys is definitely good. The manga actually feels better than the movie as well. But the movie's music actually hits you differently, music and voice acting. So for me, Silent Voice is definitely S star after Bleach. I loved it. It is short manga, so it will not take you more than 1 day or 2 day to complete. Like 60-65 chapters will be there. Yeah, definitely. You guys can read Silent Voice manga. The story is so good. I mean, one of the best ones. I loved Silent Voice. And also, a quick fact about Silent Voice. Silent Voice anime is one of the most famous anime movies out there. Like the most rating it got, above Your Name as well. Like Your Name, I guess the second one, and Silent Voice is above it. I don't know if it is changed right now. I am giving you stats according to 2022. Last year I saw it. Right now it can't change, but yeah, it is. So let's move on to the next one. So next one is Komi Can Communicate. I love it. I really love this story. This is a story of an introvert with communication problem. Uh, I love this manga. I will definitely throw it in A star. And but I mean, this story is unique. It is also slice of life, quite like Silent Voice. It has no supernatural elements. You guys can read it. I will be saying the anime is better than the manga, but yeah, it is. I will not be spoiling a lot about the story because the story is not that much appealing about fantasy or those fantastical elements which we always get goosebumps about. It is about the story. It is about the journey. It is about Komi's problems and her life, the side stories' lives, and it is just because of being slice of life. I love slice of life elements because they are thought provoking multiple times and not just oriented war, violence, or all those. So that is why I am putting it on A star, not A tier. So let's move on to the next one. So the next one is Norohiro Yagi's Claymore, my favorite Shonen of all time. S star, definitely S star. Man, Claymore's manga is so good. I don't know how, first of all, they could pass the Shonen Jump barriers because it definitely doesn't feel like 14 plus manga. It is definitely seinen manga. First time when I watched like Claymore anime, na, I thought that this is a seinen anime most probably, but I saw that it is a shonen anime, and that actually gave me so much. Like I was wondering how can this be shonen. Like I have never seen such a brutal, such a 18 plus, like nudity. Everything is raw about Claymore. It is like Death Note and Claymore are more like seinen. It They are never can be compared to other shonen animes or mangas. They are different. They are lot different. And as a hardcore seinen reader, I will be saying I definitely recommend you guys Claymore. It is hugely underrated, hugely. And let's move on to the next one. So next one is Nausikomi's Nisekoi. I love Nisekoi. Nisekoi was one of my first animes as well, and I read the manga back in 2018, I guess. This manga is short manga, 200 chapters, like not that big. So I loved Nisekoi. It is a love triangle story about two girls loving a very rich guy. Uh, so that's about the story. If I am not wrong, because I have read it back in 2018 and I never revisited it. So definitely it is A tier, even above Komi can communicate, because it is a better. It is rom com. Simple rom coms are not that great, especially this said one. I will be throwing it and see spoiler for this video, but yeah, definitely this Ekoi is one of the best rom com ones existing there. Uh, so the next manga is waiting for us. Let's go. So the next one is Doctor Stone of Boichi. Actually, Boichi's art style always appeals me. His art style is always unique, and Doctor Stone is like a post-apocalyptic world. How to build it, and all about that. A stone, like they have turned into stone, and this is the story of Doctor Stone. I love the main character. The story is appealing. Doctor Stone is definitely A star. I will put it above CSM. Yeah, Doctor Stone is good, and Boichi's art style. I respect Boichi a lot because he is one of my favorite mangakas. That is why I am putting A star. It A star. And story is actually good. Actually, one of the best stories in Shonen. It is actually the main problem with Doctor Stone is the story is like this, continue waving, going up and down, and this is the inconsistency of plot. The Doctor Stone suffers from, but other mangas of Boichi like Sunken Rock, Origin, they are so good. Sunken Rock has a little bit problem with the climax, though that I talked on Seinen one. But yeah, let's move on to the next one. So the next one is Slam Dunk, bro. Definitely S star, one of my favorite ones, and at S star. Slam Dunk is one of those influential mangas. Na, you will love it. Takeki Uno put his, I mean, whole effort on Slam Dunk when writing Slam Dunk. It is quite like the basketball revolution you have ever seen. Like I don't think any basketball player existing on this planet had not heard about Slam Dunk. I am not saying they have read Slam Dunk, but they definitely heard about Slam Dunk because it has so influence in Western media. even more than Eastern media, because NBA invited Takehiko Ino for promotional purpose back in 2018 or 19, I guess, for Slam Dunk, and Slam Dunk movie came this year. Movie was CGI. It was good, but due to the art style, they had to put a lot of CGI scenes on the movie. So definitely, Slam Dunk manga is one of the best ones. Like one of my favorite ones. It is influential. Obviously, all sports manga has huge influence on you. So that is why I am putting Slam Dunk on SS tier. And let's move on to the next one. So the next one is Blue Lock. Blue Lock is definitely S tier, uh, above Nisekoi and Komi. Blue Lock is good. Its art style is good. It is about a numerous number of sports player who can be the best. They have some qualities of narcissism. They make unhealthy competition sometimes healthy competition, and the characters are actually realistic to the real life. Like some characters will feel you like real life footballers, and it is one of those football related mangas I have ever read. And Blue Lock will feel you so refreshing. Its story is actually unique, very much unique. So give it a try. Like Blue Lock manga is right now one of the best mangas going on. So in the shonen, obviously. So read it, definitely read it. So one mistake I did in the last ranking of seinen ones. That is why I am putting Hajime no Ippo. I put Hajime no Ippo in the seinen ranking, but Hajime no Ippo I later on checked due to one of my followers. He said that Hajime no Ippo is not shonen, is not seinen. So that I checked and verified. I got Hajime no Ippo is shonen. So mistake from my end. Sorry, and that is why I am putting Hajime no Ippo in this list. Hajime no Ippo is definitely SS tier in this list. Uh, After Fullmetal Alchemist, one of the best ones, like one of the most influential ones as well, because Hajime no Ippo is one of those mangas. Na, if you read it or watch the anime as well, it will change you. Definitely change you. It is against procrastination. It definitely gives you lessons on discipline, dedication, perseverance. Like Ippo's character is humble, kind. Every good characteristic you can find in Ippo. Ippo is not a big sim. He's good character. He has a disciplined life. He has a disciplined story. Like everything about Ippo appeals me a lot. Like Hajime no Ippo is definitely like top five is definitely one of the best shonen lineups you can ever find. So definitely read this five, and let's move on to the next one. So the next one is Assassination Classroom. One of my favorite ones. I will definitely put it on A star, even above Naruto. Yeah, yeah. It is one of the best mangas about a teacher and a student's connection. Man, the amount of dedication in this story, na, it is unique. It is different. Who can think that an alien teacher can give you such like life lesson? Uh, I mean, it is very much different from other shonen animes and mangas as well. The anime is actually better than the manga at some points. So definitely, huge thumbs up for Assassination Classroom. I will definitely buy Assassination Classroom's hardbind manga because it is one of my favorite ones as well. So let's move on to the next one quickly. So the next one is Ken Wakui's Tokyo Revenger. Tokyo Revenger, it feels good, but the ending could have been better. So that is why Tokyo Revengers is A for me, not that appealing. Should I put it above Kimetsu? Nah, it will be A tier, definitely A tier. The ending, I felt like that this is a time travel related story with a bit of school gang, bully gang, this kind of concept. Sometimes its story feels like it can be good, but the potential in Tokyo Revengers is totally wasted at its end, because ending pretty much was not satisfying for me as a Tokyo Revengers. I completed due to my like junior's request. He is a big Tokyo Revengers fan, and he will definitely get disappointed after watching this ranking. But yeah, definitely it is good. The anime is good, actually better than the manga. Manga art style is pretty simple, very much simple. And let's move on to the next one. So the only C tier manga will be Rent a Girlfriend. I will not be justifying anything. It deserves there, and it is the worst manga I have ever read, bro. I don't know how can someone write such a story, like, and how people can love this story as well. I have seen a lot of people love rent a girlfriend, but it is a story of a same simple, bro. It is a fan service city bullshit manga I have ever watched, but or read. And anime I never tried, bro. I swear on God, like I never tried the anime because the manga pissed me off a lot, and it took me a whole lot of, like, I took a lot of risk to waste my time after this manga. Like I wasted almost like 10 days to read this manga, 200 chapters, but no, it is not that good. Let's move on to the next one. So the next ones are JoJo mangas. Look, JoJo mangas are big. I will not be describing all these, so it will take a lot of time in that case. So the first one is JoJo One, the Phantom. What was its name? I forgot. The Adventure Part One, something with Phantom. I forgot. Okay, the first one, the first part, definitely it deserves A tier above Blue Lock, and yeah, above Blue Lock, not above CSM. Then the next one I will put it at the last one because this is the third one, I guess. Jotaro's ones, and this then coming the third one. Third one is definitely one of my favorite ones. Definitely SS Tire, and then coming Jojolin story. I guess this one. Uh, yeah, I guess this is the fifth or sixth one. Fifth one, I guess. This is sixth one. I can actually recall all the names, and this one. Okay, this one is also A tier, but before before Nisekoi. Okay, then coming the sixth one. Again, one of my favorite ones. I don't know why I love the JoJo's sixth part. Uh, this story is actually after Jotaro's story. So I will put this one in A star above Doctor Stone. Okay. Then coming the third one, I guess. This is the third one of JoJo. I also love this one, but the least one, I love it, and it is A star. Definitely A star. One of the best in A star, but not the best one. Then coming, I will be excluding the SBR ones because SBR is not a Shonen, and this is the eighth chapter, the recent one, I guess. And this one, I guess, this is still Shonen, so I will be ranking this one. If I am not wrong, if I am wrong, please rectify me. Um, I guess this one is for me A star, definitely A star, and here after before Nisekoi. This one is ninth one. I love this one. Actually, the ninth one, the Jojolin, I guess this story's name was Jojolin or something like that. The ninth chapter. Jojo Land, sorry. Jojo Land is part 5, I guess. Ninth chapter, I forgot its name. Whatever it is, I will be ranking it A's as well, and again above Blue Lock. I love this one because this one is a bit different from the other ones. I forgot the name. Actually, I read JoJo manga like months ago, so I cannot recall all the names. Especially right now, I am reading a lot of seinen mangas. Like that is why I am forgetting the older ones. So that's it. Next coming Rurouni Kenshin. Rurouni Kenshin is definitely Ace star. Man, I love Rurouni Kenshin's story. It is like the shonen version of Thorfinn and Vinland Saga. Kenshin is also like quite like Thorfinn. He was a assassin in Sengoku era of Japan, and he changed after his redemption, and that is the story of Kenshin. And from Edo era's perspective, you will love Kenshin's journey. And next, coming to the High School of the Dead, it is good. The colored version is actually better than the black and white version. You will love it. Anime is also good. One of the best fan service one. Definitely better than this set. I'll put it on A tier above Spy X Family. I love this one. It is unique actually. If you consider it with Zom 100, Zom 100 is better than High School of the Dead, but High School of the Dead is actually more fun than Zom 100. Zom 100 feels a bit serious at some point because of the loss of the lives also hit a lot. Then Beck. Beck is one of the best ones in manga, the Shonen manga, and I believe it is so underrated. The art style is very good out there. I will definitely put it above Chainsaw Man. big story. You guys definitely like music enthusiast. What are you doing, bro? Please read Beck. Beck is one of the best ones. It will give you so much pop, hip hop vibes. Also, guitarist. I was a guitarist, so it influenced me a lot at back in 2021 when I was like about to get retirement from my guitar lessons. But yeah, I didn't discontinue it back that time. But right now I don't play guitar anymore because my guitar is actually broken right now. So that's it. And next, moving to the Neon Genesis Evangelion. Okay, the manga is good, definitely one of the best ones. I'll put it above Naruto. The influence of Eva manga is huge, bro. It is one of the best when it comes to the anime, but the manga is good. Its art style is good. Neon Genesis manga definitely is one of the best ones. Then comes Dun Dun Dun. Okay, so Dun 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 is for me A star. I love it. It has some. It has a lot potential. Like it is either after CSM because it is way below CSM storyline right now, and Dun Dun has a lot potential. Its characters are good. Art style is very good. Like one of the best in the Shonen recent new gen Shonen mangas, and definitely one of the best ones in A star. Then comes GTO, Great Teacher Onizuke. Definitely S star, above Rurouni Kenshin. Again, it is similar to Assassination Classroom, but in a human perspective, more like a teacher who was a gangster. He has gangster vibes. He is one of the best. Like he's the coolest teacher I have ever seen. Like he teaches in more raw way. Na, it will never leave your life. The lesson Onizuke will give you, man. Hats off to Onizuke. And the anime is also good. One of the best shonen animes I have ever watched in my life. And this is pretty much the whole ranking. It is ended, and I made it so speed run, literally speed run in this one. And yeah, definitely gives it gives a lot of information about all the shonen mangas. And please drop a thumbs for this one, and also give me your opinion on these shonen mangas, or your rating what it could have been. And definitely, and also I will give one disclaimer for One Piece fans that I am currently reading One Piece. Not I have caught up to the recent mangas, but yeah, One Piece I have not read it completely. That is why, even if I have completed 50% of the manga, na, I could have read it, but it will be unfair for me to rate One Piece right now. That is why I am excluding One Piece from this ranking. If any day I complete One Piece reading in the far future, like within 2030, I will definitely rank it. I will save this one and definitely share it on my Instagram. Follow on Manga Tetsu. And yeah, that's it for today. Thank you for all the support you guys show me on Instagram and also on YouTube. Bye for now, and thanks.